Welcome in, everyone, to another deep dive.
Yeah, great to be here.
Now, we're going to be talking about something today that's just pure IPL drama.
Oh, yeah.
The mid-season captaincy change. It's like, you've got this whole season planned out. You think you know what's coming, and then boom, everything gets flipped on its head.
It's a wild card right in the middle of the deck.
Exactly. And right now, look no further than what's happening with Chennai Super Kings. This season, 2025.
Oh, absolutely.
Suryakumar Shines gets injured. Suddenly, MS Dhoni, the legend himself.
Salah is back.
Salah's back. It's unreal.
Unreal.
But this got us thinking, right? It's not just about injuries. It's about all the reasons these swaps happen.
So many reasons.
Tactical shifts, off-field stuff, you name it.
It's fascinating, the dynamics, the pressure, especially in a tournament as intense as the IPL.
So for all of you listening, this is your deep dive into the wild world of mid-season captaincy changes in the IPL and why they matter.
We're going to unpack it all, the good, the bad, the ugly.
The whole shebang.
Exactly.
So let's start with what's happening right now in 2025. CSK, Suryakumar Shines, goes down with an injury, and this isn't just some batsman. He was being groomed for leadership.
Absolutely. He was a steady presence at the top of the order, not just scoring runs, but setting a tone, allowing the big hitters to come in and do their thing.
Right, so it's a huge blow for them, not just the runs, but the leadership vacuum.
Definitely a vacuum.
And who better to fill that vacuum than the man himself, MS Dhoni?
It was inevitable, wasn't it?
It felt like destiny calling.
The roar of the crowd when they announced it. Salah! Salah!
Chills, literal chills.
And it's not just about the tactics with him, it's the aura, the impact he has on everyone, his own team, the opposition, everyone.
But here's the million-dollar question.
Shoot.
Can Dhoni, even with all his brilliance, make this work without Gaikwad's consistency at the top?
It's a tough one. The pressure is on the middle order now to deliver consistently.
And Dhoni's 42. Can he still pull off those Dhoni-esque miracles?
We're about to find out.
The stakes are through the roof.
No doubt about it.
The situation just shows you how deeply intertwined Dhoni is with CSK's identity, the heart and soul of the Yellow Army.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder, who can even follow in those footsteps? The expectations are immense.
Which brings us to their last attempt at a transition back in 2022 with Ravindra Jadeja.
Yes. Jadeja seemed like the natural successor at the time, proven match winner, all-rounder, sharp cricketing mind.
On paper, it made perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
But then 6 losses in the first 8 games. Jadeja's form dipped. His batting, his bowling, everything.
It's like the captaincy weighed him down. That added pressure can do that, especially in the IPL.
Then, mid-season, Dhoni is back as captain.
Back like he never left.
And shortly after, Jadeja gets injured.
So what happened there? Was it the pressure, bad luck, or just the impossible task of replacing Dhoni?
It's hard to say for sure, probably a bit of everything.
The rate of expectations, especially taking over from an icon like Dhoni, that's going to mess with you.
It's like, you're a teenager. You get handed the keys to a Ferrari.
You might be able to drive, but are you ready for that kind of power?
Exactly. The talent might be there, but handling that specific team in that environment, following Dhoni, it's another level.
You need more than just skill. You need that Dhoni-esque leadership instinct.
And that brings us to another dramatic captaincy change. Sunrisers Hyderabad, 2021. David Warner, their title-winning captain, prolific run scorer, gets the boot mid-season.
Yeah, that was a head-scratcher.
They were struggling, sure, only 1 win in their first 6 games. But Warner was Mr. Sunrisers Hyderabad.
He was their identity.
Exactly. And then the rumors start flying, disagreements with the management, clashes over team selection, strategy, the whole 9 yards.
When the captain and the management aren't on the same page, it's a recipe for disaster.
Kane Williamson takes over.
Yeah.
A fantastic player, highly respected, but
didn't change much.
Nope. They finished last, and Warner's out of there soon after.
Talk about a messy breakup.
It shows you don't just mess with a successful captain's ego, especially in Aussie, unless you have a rock-solid plan.
And they clearly didn't.
Let's jump to Kolkata Knight Riders, 2023, another season, another captaincy drama.
Oh, yeah, they had a rough one.
Shreyas Iyer, their designated captain, gets injured before the season even starts.
That's a nightmare scenario. All your plans out the window.
So Rana steps in, unexpected, but he gives it his all.
He did his best, but the team was just inconsistent.
They'd win 1, lose 2, couldn't find any momentum.
And they had a new head coach that year, too, Chandrakant Pandit. So a lot of new elements in the mix.
Yeah, it felt like they were trying to figure things out on the fly, under immense pressure.
Not ideal in the IPL.
They missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
And it shows you These changes work best when there's already a solid foundation in place.
Right, you can't build a house during a hurricane.
Speaking of tough situations, Delhi Capitals 2023, Rishabh panned out with a terrible car accident.
Heartbreaking and a huge loss for them.
David Warner steps in again, this time after leaving Sunrisers.
Experienced captain, runs galore, but
But it wasn't enough.
the team was plagued with injuries, and Rich Norcher being a big one, and their batting just wasn't clicking.
Warner fought hard, scored runs, but they end up second to last.
It's like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a teaspoon.
You need more than just a good captain sometimes.
You need a whole functioning ship.
Now, for a different flavor, Mumbai Indians 2023, Rohit Sharma, Mr. IPL himself, sits out a couple of games for workload management.
Now, that was interesting.
And who steps up? Suryakumar Yadav, who was on fire with the bat.
Bold move.
And guess what? It works. They win a couple of crucial games, secure a playoff spot.
Suryakumar was impressive, sharp tactics, and his batting didn't suffer one bit.
Maybe even got better, if that's possible.
It felt like Mumbai was thinking long-term, giving him a taste of captaincy, seeing what he could do.
A cheeky flex, almost.
Right, look at our depth. We can even rest our captain and still win.
Rohit comes back for the playoffs, but that little stint got everyone talking.
Definitely sparked some debate about the future.
Now let's rewind the clock a bit. 2017 Delhi Daredevils, as they were called then. Zahir Khan, their captain, gets injured.
Hamstring, I believe.
Yep, and they hand the reins to Nair.
Fresh off his triple century in Test cricket.
An incredible achievement, but leading an IPL team is a different beast.
Especially a young team like Delhi had then.
They finished 6th, not terrible, not great, kind of a season.
Like they got thrown into the deep end without learning to swim.
It highlighted the need for experience, especially in those mid-season situations.
Right, you can't just throw anyone in there and expect miracles.
But sometimes miracles do happen, and that brings us to Royal Challengers Bangalore, 2009, a story for the ages.
Ah yes, the Kumble story.
They were in a rut. Kevin Peterson, their captain, wasn't delivering, then leaves for England duty.
It looked bleak for them.
And then Anil Kumble, the legend, the 38-year-old leg spinner, becomes captain.
Not the most obvious choice, but
What happens next is pure magic. They win 6 out of their last 8 games, make it to the final.
Kumble transformed them. Discipline, tactics, pure grit. It was amazing to watch.
They lose the final to Deccan Chargers, but that run was something else.
The ultimate example of a mid-season captaincy change done right.
So, looking back at all these stories, why did these swaps happen? Injuries, obviously, like with Gaikwad, Ayers,
Zahir Khan.
force changes.
Then you have poor performance, teams looking for a spark, like Sunrisers in 2021.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
And then the off-field stuff, the clashes, the disagreements, like with Warner at Sunrisers.
The stuff we don't always see.
But it's a high-risk, high-reward game.
Absolutely, like flipping a coin, heads you win big, tails you crash and burn.
Kumble with RCB, that's the dream. But then you have Jadeja with CSK, Rana with KKR.
It's about more than just the individual, it's the whole team dynamic.
And don't forget the fans, they're on this roller coaster too.
Oh, they're deeply invested.
CSK fans, they went nuts when Dhoni came back. Pure joy.
But then you have situations like Warner's exit, Rana taking over a struggling KKR, and the fans are like, what's going on? Confusion, criticism, wild theories on social media. It's all part of the IPL circus.
Adds to the drama, keeps everyone engaged.
So back to the present. Dhoni, back in charge of CSK, can he pull off another miracle?
We're all holding our breath.
But bigger picture, looking at IPL history, we're bound to see more of these captaincy changes.
Injuries, poor form, behind-the-scenes turmoil, it's a constant possibility.
The IPL is a pressure cooker. Teams are always looking for an edge.
Any advantage they can get.
So as we watch this season unfold, the question is, what unexpected captaincy twists are waiting for us?
The IPL always delivers surprises.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, that's our deep dive into the world of mid-season IPL captaincy changes.
We've seen how these swaps can be game changers, for better or worse.
From Kumble's magic to Jadeja's struggles, Dhoni's return, it's a fascinating story.
We hope this has given you a deeper understanding of this crazy, unpredictable aspect of the IPL.
Leadership matters, especially in a tournament as intense as this.
And as we wrap up, one last thought for you. What do you think is the most crucial factor in making these mid-season changes successful? Team performance, the players, the captain's experience. What's the key?
Think about it, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Thanks for listening.